Hey beautiful friend, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here because I have really exciting news for you today. We have a beautiful new crochet pattern and we're going to be doing a crochet along with this pattern. So go ahead and grab a cup of tea and cozy up for all the details. This shawl by Danica Carter is called Zakret, which means bend or turn in Polish. And so this shawl gently bends and curves as you go along, creating a really beautiful and effortlessly wearable shape. I just love these types of shawls. It's a fairly simple pattern, ideal even for newer crocheters as it mainly consists of single crochets. And you really don't have to worry about running out of yarn because this shawl starts here at this tip and it grows as you go. So you can technically stop at any time. If you want to create a shawl that is similar to ours, you're going to need 5 colors, but you can actually use as many colors as you like. We used our Blossom fingering weight yarn for this pattern, and all the colors are limited edition, so please do order all you need to complete your project. Also, we are having a crochet along with this pattern. Crochet alongs are always so much fun. I have always felt that the community aspect of knitting and crocheting are so important. Even for us introverts, these beautiful crafts really bring us together. And I've actually met most of my close friends through knitting or crocheting. And so my hope for you with this crochet along is that you'll learn some new skills, make some amazing new crochet friends, and have a stunning shawl at the end of it. So check the description box for the links to everything you need, the pattern, the yarn, and the crochet along. And while you are there on our website, go ahead and sign up for email updates because this is where we're going to be announcing all of the details and information for the crochet along. Let's go ahead and jump into today's tutorial. This pattern is pretty simple. Many of the rows actually repeat, and there's only a few different sections, and those repeat throughout the shawl. For all the details on the color changes, the row counts, and all of that, be sure to check the pattern. So I won't be working all of the rows today, just a few that I thought would be helpful along your journey. Let's go ahead and start with some setup rows. To get started, you're going to work 6 foundation single crochets. So to do that, you're going to start with a chain 2, insert your hook into that first chain, and pull up a loop. Now you're going to create a chain, so yarn over, pull through 1, and then create a single crochet with a yarn over, pull through 2. So there's your first one. Then turn to the side, go ahead and insert your hook under both legs of that little chain you just made, and pull up a loop. Then create another chain by yarn over, pull through 1, and create a single crochet with yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to continue repeating that until you have 6. So create a chain, create a single crochet. And I know I've shown this a lot here on the channel, so hopefully you have learned this one really well. It's a really great technique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For row 1 of the setup row, you're going to start with a chain 1, and we've already turned, and you're going to single crochet into the first 2 single crochets. 1, 2, and then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the next single crochet. 1, 2, so 2 stitches into that one. Then you're just going to single crochet all the way across the rest of your row. 2 and 2. So that's row 1. Now we're going to go ahead and turn and work row 2, so chain 1 and turn. And you're going to single crochet into the first 2 single crochets. Then you're going to work a single crochet decrease into the next 2 stitches. So to do that, insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. Insert your hook into the next stitch and pull up a loop. And then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So you've turned 2 stitches into 1. Then you're going to single crochet till you get to the last 3 stitches, and for this time around we're already there. So next up you're going to work 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2 for a little increase there, and then single crochet in the last 2 stitches. And there's row 2. So most of the shawl consists of those basic rows. So you're going to repeat those rows for the setup rows and the wide stripes section. You're just going to change colors as the pattern mentions. Now let's go ahead and move into the ridged stripes section. Again, it's very similar to the rows we've already worked. I just wanted to show you how to change colors and how to work into the back loop. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start row 1 of this section. So we're going to use our contrast color. What you want to actually do when you're switching colors is finish out that last stitch with your new color. So go ahead and work that single crochet with your previous color, but before you finish it, finish that stitch in your new color. So you're all set up perfectly to start the new row with the new color. So go ahead, chain 1 and turn, and you're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then you're going to single crochet 2 times into the next stitch, 1 and 2. Then you're going to go ahead and just single crochet across the rest of your row. Nice and easy. All right, now let's go ahead and work row 2. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to single crochet into the first 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Then single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches. So just like we did before, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to single crochet across until you get to your last 3 stitches. For this row, we're already there. So you're going to go ahead and work 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then single crochet into the once each into the 2 remaining single crochets. And what we're going to do here is actually switch to our new color. So go ahead and start that final single crochet with this contrast color, but before you finish it, grab your next color, and I like to go ahead and give it an extra twist so that you lock in that previous color. So you can see you're going to be carrying that cream color up the side with you. All right, and then you finish off that stitch with a little pull through, and you can see you finished off that row with the contrast color, and you're all set up for row 3 with the new color, and we're carrying the old color up the side with us. So just twist those stitches when you're changing colors. All right, now row 3 with your main color, you're going to chain 1 and turn. So I've already turned, and you're going to work in the back loops only. So you're going to single crochet into the first 2 single crochets. So just grab that back loop. Then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2. So you've increased right there. And then you're just going to work a single crochet into each stitch for the rest of the row. And this is going to help create that little ridge that you see in this section of the shawl. So it just adds some fun texture. Now let's go ahead and move on to row 4. You're going to chain 1 and turn. Now you're going to work into both loops. So you're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches, just like we've been doing. Then you're going to single crochet across till you get to the last 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. You want 3 stitches remaining. Then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet into each of the remaining 2 stitches. Now I'm going to show you how to work this fun spiked stripes section. To start row 1, we're going to want to switch to our main color. So remember, you want to finish out that previous row with your main color, and I'm going to give it a little twist just to lock in that white. So we're all set up to work row 1. Go ahead and turn, and you're going to start with a chain 1, and you're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches, 1 and 2. Then you're going to work 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 and 2. Then you're going to single crochet into the next 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Now you're going to work a spike stitch. So this is super fun. You're just going to yarn over and you're going to drop down. You're going to not work into the next stitch or the row below. You're going to drop below that, insert your hook into that stitch all the way down there and pull up a nice big loop. Then you just yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And there's your spike stitch. So skip that stitch that you sort of covered up and you're going to single crochet into the next stitch. And let's do a spike stitch again. Yarn over, and so you don't work here, you don't work here, you drop down to the row below, pull up a big loop, loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then skip the stitch that you covered up and you're going to single crochet into the next stitch. And you're going to repeat that all the way across until you have just 3 single crochets left, and then you're just going to work a single crochet into each of those final 3 stitches. Then let's go ahead and work row 2. You're going to chain 1 and turn, and you're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Then work a single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches, just like we've been doing. Then you're going to single crochet across until you get to the last 3 stitches. And this row is going to feel really familiar. And at this point your shawl is going to be a lot bigger than mine. So you're going to have a lot more stitches going across. So go ahead and single crochet until you have 1, 2, 3 stitches left. When you have 3 stitches left, you're going to go ahead and work 2 single crochets into the next single crochet. 1 and 2. And then single crochet 1 each into those remaining stitches. 1 and, well, we're going to actually switch to our next color. So normally you'd pull that through, but we're switching to our other color. So give it a little wrap and go ahead and pull it through on that final time. And you're ready to go ahead and work row 3 with the turn. So now you're using your contrast color, and you're going to chain 1 and single crochet into the first 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. And then work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. 1 and 2. Then single crochet in the next 3 stitches, just 1 each. 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to work a spike stitch again. So just a reminder, I'll show you how to work the spike stitches. Yarn over and drop down, boop, 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 and pick up a nice big loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to skip the stitch that you covered up and you're going to single crochet into the next stitch. This is just like before. Let's work another spike stitch. Yarn over, doot, 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 drop down. And you're going to see the spike stitches actually stagger a little bit. They alternate. So it creates a really fun look. Skip this stitch, single crochet into the next. And when you get to the end and you only have 3 single crochets left, just go ahead and single crochet into those stitches. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to single crochet. So this is row 4. We're going to single crochet into the first 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Then we're going to work a single crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches. So that turns 2 stitches into 1. Now nice and easy, you're just going to single crochet across to your last 3 stitches. Again, you're going to have a lot more stitches in this. You'll be much farther along in your shawl than this little swatch. So when you have just 3 stitches left, you're going to work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. 1 and 2. And then you're going to finish off with a single crochet into each of those remaining 2 stitches. And you are going to change to your main color in the final step of the stitch by twisting, grabbing that color, and then finishing off that row in the new color. And there's your fun little spike stitches. So essentially, you're going to repeat those sections throughout the shawl as mentioned in the pattern, or until you love the size. Then go ahead and give your shawl a good blocking and you are ready to wear your fabulous new accessory. Thank you, my beautiful friend, for hanging out with me today. I hope you love this shawl and that you're able to join our crochet along. Do holler at us in the comments and let us know what colors you're going to be choosing. We would love to hear your thoughts. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Mwah.